on software projects. So this event is what we call a hackathon, and it's 24 hours where people just come and then they work together and then they end up building a product that they'll demo at the end of those 24 hours. So, like, they found a Google Glass, so they'll probably build something for that.
What's QR code?
Yeah, there's not really any bounds for what you can build. A lot of people build like websites or mobile apps or something they think could be a business or something like
You
that.
can start at the beginning of the 24
Yeah.
hours? Okay, you can't like start earlier?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
What have you guys made in the past?
That place. Like my first someone else with the app, when they walked through this geofence, then it would pop up on their phone. They would be able to see this picture from the past. So people build just kind of random stuff like that. Frequency that it made something hit the wood with the item, so they could sense like metal, or if it was software or something.
So it doesn't just have to be software then? Like when they say
Yeah, it doesn't have to
hackathon,
just
could
be software.
Like
Yeah, it can really be anything.
Why do they call it a hackathon? I've always been curious.
What?
Why do they call it a hackathon then?
I don't know where the name initially came from, but people who are good at programming typically call themselves hackers. This kind of so. It started with software engineers, and now it's kind of spreading to more people.
So the basic idea is you run this app, right? We're not sure which system we're making it for yet, but you put in a hashtag, and then it will just give you a bunch of analysis for that hashtag. So like what kind of words people put in that in like their message with that hashtag on Twitter. And so we'll be using the Twitter API to get all that stuff. Analyze it, make some cool graphs, like see like if they're happy or sad, how articulate they are.
Like based on the word, like you said, believe right there. Obviously.
So like that's like a hashtag. So people put like hashtag believer, right?
And then it would come up with like
it's
the
like-
top 5 most used words
So it's like
for that hashtag. Like the amount of
baby,
baby, like, love, and Justin, or like it'll be how many times it was used and how many people used it in each tweet.
exactly.
So currently this is a going to be a grid for an LED matrix. So we're building like a really low resolution TV screen, basically. So cool. Yeah.
I never thought about it like that.
It's pretty fun.
Just like plastic or?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
Called,
LEDs are going to go inside these. We're building these holes to be a certain size that we're going to mix with the LEDs too.
Yeah.
And it's going to go up against, so like we have a shadow box, which is just like a frame that has depth to it. And this is going to go in there, and the LEDs are going to go in. Well, I mean, actually, this is just a practice one. That's going to be our final one. But we don't want to mess it up, so we're practicing on this. So the actual LEDs are going to go inside here, and it's going to have a piece of paper, transparent paper across here. So you don't see the grids, all you'll see is like a light turn on. So like when the light turns on here, it's going to be like a flat piece of paper, you'll just see a light come over here. The purpose of the grids and stuff is to prevent bleeding of the light all the way over here and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, and what's actually being displayed on it is just, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Conway's Game of Life. It's just, it's a game that's about...
Like a mathematical cell animation, sorry, that depicts like a life sequence based on certain mathematical rules. So.
Yeah, so it'll display, so it's soon, that's what's going to be actually going on the screen. But yeah.
So that's kind of what we're doing.
Okay. So right now, all we're doing is reverse engineering the Snapchat API so that we can do cool stuff with it. We're not entirely sure what that's going to be yet. We have a idea. We actually have 2 ideas. One, we might just make a Snapchat app for Google Glass, and 2, we also might make a kind of like Purdue Secret Admirers app. So basically, you're in class, you Snapchat someone, like wow, that girl is fine, Snapchat her. Then you actually send the Snapchat to our account. So it'd be like Purdue Secret Admirers or something, and then that Snapchat will get hit by our servers because we're talking to the API, and then we'll post it on a website maybe, and people can upvote the creepiest, hottest picture. And then we might send that back as a story on our Snapchat. And we might then integrate that with Google Glass. So it's super covert, so you can be like, fine girl. hottie over there, and then so on and so forth.
Actually,
That's
the more I
really
talk
cool.
about it, the more I really like that.
Yeah, I like that idea a lot. What do you guys think?
So we typically have prizes at these events. So this evening we have Windows Phone, and then we also have a cash prize.